Welcome all you OGs out there, whether you're an online gamer, an original gangster, or just an old geezer like me. This is Julie 1961 for Old Gamers Never Die, and I'm coming to you once again from Conan 3.0. And I want to do this video because I had several questions around my attributes video around how does corruption impact my overall health and stamina when I start spending points in corrupting my attribute. And I want to correct something that I said in that other video. One of the things I said was once you start spending points in corrupting an attribute, then you're fully corrupted. You're not. You're just a little bit. And it grows every point you put in there. And what I thought I'd do in this video is show you exactly how that works. Starting off with getting pretty corrupted. Well, I built this teleport station to get back and forth between the lab and the brawl recruitment station I'm working on over here. Over at Search Refuge. But you get really corrupted in this thing. Let me tell you what. I mean, it is beastly. If you go in here and you teleport from one place to another, you're going to get wham blasted with some corruption. And you can get corrupted all the way down to, so you got almost no health and no stamina at all. It won't kill you. You can go back and forth as many times as you want, but it does build this thing up at the top left under corruption where it says LOC tainted. It builds every time you go through there. It takes longer for your corruption to go away. So I was really going to do this and go back and forth and get corrupted, and it just takes too long to get it back off. But here's the plan. I have some volunteers. They're over here to help me get the corruption off every time I get it. And we'll go with the regular standby. I have my trusty black feather helm that will pop on and off. It's a whole lot faster in getting corruption back and forth. All right, so start with, we have our attributes out here. Okay, I haven't spent anything. I've cleared the board. And as we talked about last time, you've got 3 attributes that you can corrupt: strength, vitality, and authority. The rest of them you can't corrupt at this point. So let's go ahead, while I've got some corruption on me, let's spend all the way out on strength. That'll give me some, weight I can carry around at least. Okay, so that's what we got. Now, if we go to our inventory, you can see I've got half. I'm halfway corrupted, right? So let me go over here and get cleansed, and then we can see exactly how many points I've got in stamina, because that's how we're going to judge this. How many points does it take off with each time I tick one of these things off here? So let's start from completely healed, and then we'll know where we're going. So have at it, folks. Thank you so much. I'm feeling so much better. No more corruption. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go over here, and we're going to get far enough away from them where we're not getting any dancer benefit or buff or whatever you want to call it. My wife says, how is it dancers get corruption off you? It seems like the entertainers would put it on you. But they're nice dancers. See, they're all happy and they're looking to help people out. Anyway, here we go. So we're going to go to our inventory, and we see we have 100 points in stamina. And that's what we're going to focus on. It's a whole lot easier because it's 100, right? And it's easier to figure out. Okay, so we're going to go up here, because I see right now, if I try to spend my points in corruption, I got no way to do it because I'm not partially corrupted. So I can spend these points, remember there's 2 things we got to do. We got to get heavily corrupted, and we have to have the soul essences to spend on corrupting our tree. So I have some of those over here in this handy box. I'm gonna pick up a couple of those, and we're gonna pop this on and get ourselves corrupted. Okay, so we're corrupted. Thing is wonderful. And let's go to our attributes. Yep, there we go. We can spend them. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our inventory. Remember, we had 100 points here. If we go to attributes and we spend 1 point in corruption, doesn't get you anything, but let's just start from there and let's see how bad it impacts us. Does it take me to full corruption? What does it do? First, we're going to take off our corruption inducing helmet, and we're going to go over here to our dancers. I'd use the cleansing brew, but 1, it's not as much fun, and 2, it takes a while because you take a few and then it has to, work, and then you'd have to take a few more. So this is faster, especially with, all the volunteers I have here that are helping me out. So yeah, so we're no longer corrupted except for the little bitty bit that we got from spending that attribute point. So let's go back to our inventory now. Let's see what we got. Okay, we were at 100. We're at 97. So not much. About, it's probably a little bit. There's rounding in here somewhere because it's you'll see the next time it kind of bounce back and forth between, it'll take 2% and 3% off each time. All right, so let's go pop that off. Let's go back away from where we're going to get this taken back off of us, and we will pop our helmet back on. Okay, we're fully corrupted. Let's go to our attribute points and let's spend them. Okay, so we're going to go 1 more, and we have 2 points in. And we'll pop our hat off. We'll go back over here. Hello, folks. Please make me feel better. I promise I'll bring dollar bills next time. You just made me feel better. Health takes a while to come back, so I got a few aloe juices that I can pop every once in a while so that I'm not walking around with blood all over me. So we go back to our inventory, and now we're at 95, right? So we went from 100 to 97, 97 to 95. It's going to take off 3 or 2 or 3, and it's going to go that way, 3, 2, 3, 2, all the way down. So let's go through, and I'll speed this up a little bit, but we're going to go through and corrupt all the way up to the first perk. Okay, we're up to first perk. We are corrupted, and remember now, those corrupted points can't come off no matter how many cleansing brews you take or how many dancers you got around you. And these are all named dancers. It's not like I got the level ones trying to heal me, and I got a bunch of them, but only a certain amount of corruption is going to come off once you start down this path. All right, so I have one attribute to the first benefit, and I am sitting at 87 versus 100. So basically, I'm losing maybe 2.8% per tick every time I put something in here. And so it's rounding out. So you're going to go from 100 to 97, 97 to 95, 95 to 92, 92 to 90, and then 90 to 87 for that first hop here. So let's go to the next perk and see how far down we get by getting to this decision point. Run over here, and I'm just going to go straight to that point because putting the points in there and corrupting them, it doesn't do you any good until you actually get to the perk that's going to be a benefit to you. Let's go here, get ourselves corrupted, and we'll go on and spend those points on out. So we're at the second perk under strength, and we're going to come over here. We're going to take our helmet off. We're going to go back over there and get all healed up, and we'll see how far that second perk cost us on our ability to heal and get our stamina back. Not halfway yet, but we're working our way there. We're at 75 out of 100. Okay, so we've lost 25% of our ability here under stamina and health by getting to that second perk, right? Go to the third one. Excuse me, ladies. I feel like I'm going off into the corner every time I do this, like being sent to detention. All right, we're getting corrupted. We go to our points, and we're going to spend them on over. Get there. We're going to go to our inventory, take off our hat. We're going to head back over. And let's see how much they can get rid of this time. Please help me. Feeling kind of woozy. Okay. And now I'm at 62%. And if I wanted to go all the way over to get to this last perk, let's see how far down it's going to take me. Put my hat back on. Corrupted. Go. And let's go on and get this last perk. And it doesn't matter, strength, vitality, or authority. It doesn't matter which tree you corrupt. It's the same. I'm running a bunch of different ways here to make sure that it comes out the same. It's always going to take a percentage off, so it really doesn't matter how many points you get in here because of armor that you're wearing or potions you take or whatever else. It's going to take a percentage off of your total. So that's how you're going to see this coming across. And once you get one attribute fully corrupted, you're going to be at 50%, right? So if we go over here and ask them to heal us up, you can see that's not happening. 50%, I'm at 50%. I'm fully committed now. I've got one attribute fully corrupted, and I can't get lower than 50% no matter what I do. I can have dancers around me. I can take cleansing brews. Nothing happens. Okay, so that's 50% of my stamina and health gone for one tree. Now, what happens if I want to do more? Because you got 60 points to spend, right? Once you get to full level, you've got 60 points that you can spend in your attributes. So let's take vitality. We're going to spend it on out. And there we go. Now, since we're at 50% corruption, we can go ahead and spend our corrupted points on anything we want to. Now, we will need soul essences, which I'm out of right now. So let me grab a couple more of those. And let's go back to our attributes. Okay, we're fully corrupted. I can spend them. Let's start spending. And let's see, we'll go to the first benefit on the tree. And we'll go up here to our inventory. And we picked up a point. We're still halfway. So we probably picked up a point from one of the perks that we added on here under vitality. So again, it's percentage based. It's not point based. It's always going to take you at 50%. And same thing works under if we were to reset things. Go to overweight of strength, put it back the way it was, and we'll corrupt the whole thing. Let's do authority this time. We'll go all the way and spin it all out. It doesn't matter which perk you put into the decision tree here on those decision points, because when you corrupt them, there's no decision to make. We go all the way out. we're going to get to keep spending all the way out to the end of this tree, and we're at 51. So that no matter how many of these you can corrupt, and you can corrupt all 3 trees, right? So you can go here, fill this out, and then let's see if we picked up any points. We're still at 51. So let's go to our attributes and corrupt it all the way. Get to this point. Same. Same here. Same here. And same there. So the answer to the question around how much does a point corrupted cost me on my stamina and health, it's going to be between 2 and 3% of whatever your max is. And the maximum it's going to cut it is in half. When you get to the top of one tree where you've fully corrupted it, you're going to have half your health and half your stamina. If you corrupt more points on other trees, you're still going to be at half health and half stamina. If you spend 5, 10, 15, 20 points on corruption, it's going to be the same thing. So let's look at it just so we got it clear. Bring these on over. It doesn't matter how I get to 20 points. So there I am. I'm half corrupted because I was spending those points there to get healed up. I'm feeling so much better. Not feeling, but so much better. Health is way down still. But okay, so now we're gonna mix our points up here. So let's put our trusty hat on again. Get ourselves corrupted, and let's spend our points. Okay, so if I'm going to max out these trees, so I've got them all maxed out, I can start spending my corrupted points here. Now, once I spend, we'll spend 5 here. We'll see where that gets us. Kind of weighed down because I got all these soul essences in my pocket. The 5's going to take me down 87 like it did before. I have back on. I'll spend 5 over here. I have back off. Alright, 10 points and I'm back at 75% of my stamina. Come over and take my hat off. Back over here. And I'm at 50%. It doesn't matter how you spend it. Once you have 20 points corrupted, you're at half. And then you can corrupt as much as you want. If you want to corrupt all 60 points here, then you can do that. You won't go above half. Let's go ahead and spend 5 there, and you can see at 50%. Spend 5 more up here, 50%, and so on and so on. So max you're going to do is you're going to, no matter how much you spend past that first 20, you're only going to be at 50% of what your stamina and health were to start with, based on whatever you're wearing, what potions you've taken, and all that kind of good stuff. If you add more to it and make it a full corrupted build with corrupting out all 3 of these categories, you're still going to be at half. If it's less than 20, then it's going to be a percentage of that until you get to 50%. So hopefully that helps you out. It tells you how to spend the points. For me, if I'm corrupting something, I'm not going to even bother corrupting something unless I'm going to get to a perk. Because why would I want to take away some of my health or stamina when I can't even get a perk for it? So I would be sure I had already spent something up to a perk point, and I had enough soul essences and a way to corrupt myself so that I can get all the way to one of those new perks that's corrupted before I'd even spend any of it. Because once you spend it, you can't get it back. It's in there, and you can't get it off of you unless you reset everything. And that gets difficult when you're not playing in the admin mode like I am. You don't have that reset button. So now you're going after Yellow Lotus Potion, which resets all this plus all of your knowledge, which can be a pain. Or there's a couple other potions out there that you can get that will just reset either your attributes or your knowledge. So I hope I've addressed the questions of, if I spend a point, am I fully corrupted? No, you're not fully corrupted, but you're down the path and you can't turn around and go back unless you reset everything. Can I corrupt myself to the point where I have no health and no strength? You can, but not with your attributes. If you start teleporting back and forth, you can get yourself all the way down to just a smidge of health and a smidge of stamina. It won't kill you unless there's somebody on the other end that wants to stick you with a sharp pointy thing, but you'll be all the way down to almost nothing. Now that will heal back up once the stink from the teleporter comes off of you and you start getting cleansed, whether it's through getting around an entertainer, eating the heart of a hero, any of those kind of things. That answers the question of, can I corrupt myself completely? You cannot with your attributes. The most you're going to be able to corrupt yourself is 50% of your health and your stamina. And that means if you want to spend 60 points in strength, vitality, and authority, then you can corrupt 60 points in your attributes with no more effect than you would if you just corrupted one tree completely or spent 20 points across those 3 attributes. Hopefully that helps you out with your decision about how whether you're going to run corrupted or not corrupted and things like that. Like I said, I use the helm just to speed things along. There's lots of ways to get corrupted out there. You can go to obelisks, you can go to corrupted areas, you can get hit by corrupted animals. Casting spells will start corrupting you. If you start casting the spells or using the benches, you'll get corruption on you. So it's just a matter of how you want to get there to start spending your points. But like I said, I would wait until I had enough resources to get to one of these decision points so you actually get a perk out of it. I would not start spending stuff to corrupt. I mean, why? You're just going to lose your health and stamina a little bit, not much, but a little bit each time you do it. So okay, well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if it helped you out in any way, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps me out with the YouTuberisms out there. And thank you so much, by the way, for all those people who are watching my videos on Conan. I am just ecstatic about the amount of generosity and compliments and just people watching stuff, and it just thrills me to death. So I just want to thank you so much. We're over 1,000 subscribers and climbing, so that's awesome news. That's people watching and that's people supporting the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. If you have watched my videos and you're enjoying them and you've never joined Old Gamers Never Die, please take a minute, reach down, hit that big red rectangle. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means a lot to me to have more people supporting us with their encouragement and just watching the videos. And oh, by the way, we have a Discord. Come on out. A lot of people have been joining lately. We've got people that go on the Discord to, talk about video games. We've got people that are on the Discord that are creators and talking about different projects they're doing, collaborations. We've got people that just, like to hang out. We got people from all over the world, so there's usually somebody on there to chat with. So drop by. The link is in the description below. All right, well, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and this is Julie signing out.